writing lyrics to a song from one word. And once you see how easy it can be, you'll be writing lyrics faster than ever before. Because one word can be a seed for an entire song. It all depends what you do with it. By the end of this video, you'll have a system that turns a word, a topic, or an emotion into all the material you need for your lyrics. So let's get into it. Step 1. Find a theme within the word, topic, or emotion. This step is crucial. A theme is the big picture, the central idea, the deeper meaning that gives us a reason to be writing the song. A word, a topic, or an emotion can be a great jumping off point, but these things are subject matter. We can write about them all day and still not say anything, because a word, a topic, or an emotion is what we're writing about. A theme is why we're writing about it. And this is why lyric writing can sometimes feel like we're just treading water and praying for a wave to bring us back to shore. For example, let's look at the Rihanna song Umbrella. In an interview with Billboard, the writer of that song, The Dream, said, "I felt in my heart at the time that I needed a friend like this, and I wanted to also be that person for someone else." So the topic is friendship, but what did he want to say about it? He wanted a friend, and to be the kind of friend that would protect each other from the rain. So let's look at this in action. Let's pick one of these topics. Say we choose society. So what do we want to say about society? Now at this point, you're probably drawing a complete blank. And of course you are. There's a million things we could say about society. So try this. Go to Google and put in quotes about and your topic, and look for one that resonates with you. Now think of either a situation, a person, a time in your life, any personal experience in your own life that you can relate to that idea. Ideally, this should be a personal experience, but it could be something a friend or a family member went through. But it could even be something you've seen in a movie or something you read about. The important thing is that you had an emotional reaction to it. Then ask yourself these questions. 1. What is the situation? 2. What is the cause of the situation? 3. Why is it significant? 4. What problem does the situation cause? 5. What emotion does that problem cause? With any topic, we're basically doing two things, either moving away from it or moving towards it. And this is another important key to defining your theme. What is your attitude towards the topic? Take the topic of love. And what's your attitude towards it? Is it amazing? Is it hard? Is it weird? Is it scary? Is it stupid? It can be all of those things. You just have to pick one that reminds you of a situation in your life and start writing. Writing from an emotion. Emotions are abstract, so when our lyrics have something concrete to express them through, like a visual image or a situation, they can be easier to write about. Sometimes we can feel a certain emotion and not even know why. And that's when I use an exercise called emotional word association.
If you're new to songwriting, there's a free cheat sheet linked below that can take you from no idea to a finished song.
Take an emotion and spend a couple of minutes coming up with associated words. See what comes off the top of your head first, but if you get stuck, use thesaurus.com for synonyms and relatedwords.org to get more associated words. For example, with the emotion loneliness, I got associated words: dejected, empty, deserted, and down. Now spend another couple of minutes coming up with images that you could associate with each of those words. And if you get stuck for ideas, just Google word plus meaning and look at the images that come up. So for example, the images that came to my mind were standing in the rain, a vacant parking lot, ghost town, on my knees. Maybe one of these words will remind you of a situation you went through. If that's the case, just use the process from step 1. Or we can invent the story behind why we feel lonely by combining the images we've come up with. For example, standing in the rain, waiting for a sign, a broken ghosted town, haunting corners of my mind. We're still writing about the genuine emotion, but we're just inventing a story that we can express it through. And again, we want to tie this to a theme. So what do we want to say about loneliness? So we can jump on Google and look up quotes again until we find something we like. Writing from a word. So what if we want to start writing from a random word? Well, this is where mind maps are my go-to. Put your word in the middle of a blank page and set a timer for 3 minutes. So after doing some emotional word association with the word frustrated, I came up with the image of tsunamis. So I did a mind map with tsunami as my central idea. With mind maps, you write down every word and phrase that comes to mind. For each new idea, create a line and free associate any words or phrases. And just let the ideas flow. There's no right or wrong way to do this. But move quickly. This is a right brain creative exercise, so giving yourself a time limit and moving quickly will stop that inner critic from taking over. So after doing a quick mind map on the word tsunamis, I came up with the song title Jumping Tsunamis. So now what do I want to say about the topic of frustration? I jumped on Google and looked up quotes and found expectation feeds frustration. So now I've two major pieces of the songwriting puzzle, a title to write from, and I know exactly what I want to say about the topic. But here's the thing, knowing what you want to say is only half our journey when it comes to writing lyrics. For our song to have impact, we need to structure those lyrics in a way that gives them the emotion, that drives that message home. And if you watch this video next, I'll show you exactly how to do that.